everyone. It has been a bit, I feel like, since I made a YouTube video from my home studio. I've been traveling so much that all of my videos have been from some distant part of the world. But no, right now I'm actually coming to you from my home studio space to tell you about the new Viture XR Luma Pro glasses. I've been using them more and more over the past week, especially with this controller that's right over here. I'll tell you more about that in a bit. It's been a pretty rad experience, so let me go ahead and tell you about them to see if they're right for you. Again, a huge thank you to Viture for sponsoring this video and sending me this cool stuff to check out. Ooh. Okay, first off, you might be wondering, Trisha, what are XR glasses? You may have heard of AR. AR stands for augmented reality, whereas XR a lot of times refers to extended reality, and that's adding virtual objects, such as a very nice, beautiful, large screen display, as an extension of your reality. So you can still see what's going on around you in your reality. However, you've got virtual objects as an extension of that. So using glasses that look like regular old stylish sunglasses to enjoy your entertainment in a big way on the go. That's what these do. Viture, if you have not heard of them, is a multi-award winning company, very well known in the XR glasses space. And their previous generation of these, which were the Viture Pro XR glasses, got rave reviews from pretty much every tech site and Reddit users all over. So let's go ahead and check out the new glasses, the Luma Pro XR glasses. Now, what I really like about these glasses is they're glasses that don't look or feel too cumbersome. They've got flexible arms, tilt adjustable temples for comfort as well, dynamic lighting on the sides, which is pretty fun, and it even comes with a hair cover attachment for where the cable connects here on the side. As someone with long hair, I super appreciate that. Thank you. Now, when you put them on and they're connected, you get a 4K-like ultra sharp display, which is 50% sharper than the Pro, that's the previous generation, which is already the sharpest on the market. So it looks really, really nice. It's also 15% larger as well. Now, in order to see the whole screen, because it's so large, you need to make sure that you fit the glasses correctly to your face to avoid any part of the screen getting cut off. And that's actually really easy to do via these magnetic nose pads. It comes with a few, and you just magnet them off and on to get it so it's the perfect fit for you. And again, what you're looking for here when you're testing for the nose pad size is to make sure you can see all parts of the screen, because the screen is so large. How large is it? It's a 52-degree field of view, 152-inch virtual display. Now, that 152-inch virtual display is when you're looking 3 meters away, so you need a lot of room to get it to be comparably that big. I was checking it out about 6 meters away from what is in my living room, a 65-inch TV, and the display that was virtually in my XR glasses was larger than that. But again, that display is gonna look larger and larger the more room you have available. It's got 1,000 nits of brightness, and that's adjustable. I will say, even using it in bright daylight, I had no problem seeing a nice, clear, crisp, bright picture. So I love that. Now, part of the reason that it looks so sharp to me is because up here, you've got myopic adjustments up to -4.0. So you can adjust the nearsightedness for each eye, and it can be different for each eye to get a sharper image. Now, there are prescription lens kits available as well, but at least for me, I wear glasses, and at least for me, I was able to adjust them to the point where I don't need to wear my glasses, nor do I need prescription lenses to use this. So I love that they have that built in for people. I feel like people were recently asking me about that in another video that I had made. So it's got it, which is awesome. The screen inside looks really sharp and bright. There's different color modes you can adjust to as well, depending what game you're playing or what show you're watching, etc. And with just the touch of a button, there's a button right over here that will activate the electrochromic film, which will adjust darker to lighter around the screen. It also kind of makes it look like you're wearing shades, you're not wearing shades. But if you want that really movie theater-like experience where you're looking at the screen and everything around it is kind of it darkened out, that's what that's going to do for you. The audio that plays out of this headset is from Harman and sounds really nice. And you've got a volume toggle just here on the side. In fact, this volume toggle doubles as a volume toggle and a brightness toggle, depending when you toggle. I've just said toggle a lot, when you toggle back and forth with this button right here. Now, there is an app available from Vitcher called Spacewalker that allows for a multi-display setup right in the lenses for my productivity powerhouse folks out there that are planning on using this, I don't know, maybe as your virtual home office. And there's an RGB camera right here on the front for spatial awareness as well. Some really standout features that I found using this are that it is awesome for gaming on the go, especially when paired with the Vitcher and 8BitDo or 8BitDo, however you prefer to pronounce it. I have heard it as both. This is a collaboration between the two that's 2 years in the making, and it's their mobile gaming controller. Now, this is the first XR compatible controller. It expands to fit via USB-C. And the port at the top is so that you can charge your phone while you're playing, and the XR port at the bottom is so that you can plug in your XR glasses. Previously, if you had other controllers that are not specifically made to be XR compatible, you wouldn't have had both of those, at least in a lot of the controllers that I've tested out. The buttons feel really great on it. You've got customizable paddles on the back. There is an app that works with this to help you customize your buttons. It can help you automatically launch into Xbox Cloud Gaming or Steam Remote Play. There's a whole bunch of stuff built right in to make your mobile gaming soar to the next level. Like I said, I've been playing with this combo for the past week or so, and it really is super fun. I should also say the controller itself is really light. It expands well. The USB-C intentionally has a little wiggle to it, so you don't have to worry about like breaking your phone or hurting your phone while it's in there. And there's even a space on the edge for your phone camera for those of us that have camera bars. Now, this is meant to work with Android 13 or better. You know, I'm an Android person, but please keep that in mind. Okay, the other fun thing that Vitcher sent me that I thought was a really standout feature, because it's the world's first, dun dun dun, world's first XR for the Nintendo Switch 2. And that is using the Vitcher Pro mobile dock. So this is going to both charge your Switch 2 or ROG Ally or whatever else you want to plug into it via these ports here at the bottom. And it's got support for 2 different XR glasses. Because of that, it supports Switch 2 co-op and screen sharing as well. It's really, really awesome. You just plug your Switch right into the little port here in the middle, and it even tells you the battery level of the charge with it. So it really is Switch 2 XR gaming on the go. And again, that is a world's first for the Switch 2. Pretty cool. The other world's first that I wanted to mention was 2D to 3D conversion. Now, XR glasses traditionally have been really great at 3D if the content's already made in 3D. But what this new pair of XR glasses is doing is taking 2D content and converting it to 3D using AI. And that's a pretty mind-blowing experience as well. So, overall thoughts on the Luma Pro. I really like this. I think it's honestly excellent for traveling so that you don't have to look down at your handheld, whether your handheld is an ROG Ally or whether it's a Switch or a Switch 2 or whether it's a game you're playing on mobile. Being able to look straight ahead is so much more comfortable for your neck. I also really like it for watching things in bed, like leaning back in bed and being able to see a nice big screen without having to like awkwardly hold my phone. I can just relax at a comfortable angle and watch that. That is super cool. Just the idea of having a 152-inch display in your pocket. It comes with this little case, just, you know, keeping it in my pocket as I go around. That is some really cool tech. So thank you, Vitcher, for sending that my way, as well as the controller and the Pro dock. It's awesome. The Vitcher Luma Pro is available now for $499. The Viture Luma Ultra is going to launch for $599, and that's going to have a lot of the features we saw here, plus 6 degrees of freedom and hand gesture monitoring. What that gives you is essentially, as you look around, the screen will stay put. So it's a little more like an experience that those of you who have the Apple Vision Pro or the Quest 3 or Quest 3S might be used to, but without the bulkiness of a full headset, right? You're getting it in a light pair of sunglasses. The Viture Luma, so not the Luma Pro, not the Luma Ultra, just the Viture Luma, is going to be the more affordable model for $399, and then the Viture Beast. I love this name. That is supposed to be like for people who want the best of the best of the best. 58-degree field of view, 1,250 nits of brightness, and that will retail for $549. I think that's just about everything that I wanted to cover. If you have more questions that I did not answer in this video, feel free to check out the link in the description. Do any of you already have Viture glasses, like any of the other Viture glasses? I would love to hear your thoughts as well. This is really one of my very first forays into personal use of XR glasses, and I've been absolutely loving it, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Huge thank you again to Viture for sponsoring this video, and that's all for now, my friends. Bye.